morning, teacher and friend. My name is Raj Srivastav. I read in class 1. Today I am going to tell you a story, The Golden Egg. A farmer had a hen. It gave one golden egg every day. Farmer used to say that one golden egg in the market. But one day he thought there must be more, so the next day it took a knife and cut the hen, but there was no egg. Moral, do not greedy. Thank you. Did you like my video? Give first me.
Vote for him. If you like his videos, just vote for him.
It was a farmer. He had a magical goose. The goose laid a golden egg every day. The farmer begins to get richer day by day, but he was not satisfied. He thought he would cut the goose. He can collect all eggs in it. The farmer killed the goose. He can collect all the eggs in it. The farmer killed the goose, but there was no golden egg in it. He was a foolish farmer. How lost his magical goose. Moral: the greed makes one to lose all. Once upon a time, there was a crow. He had a piece of meat. A hungry fox came there. His mouth watered when he saw a piece of meat. He thought a plan to get it. He paid the voice of a crow. The fox told him to sing a song. When the crow opened his mouth to sing, the piece of meat fell down. The fox ate it and went away. Moral: beware of flattered. If you like my video, please vote for me. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. I am Aruhi Kumari from class 1A. Today I am telling you a story that name is The Fox and the Grapes. One day a fox jumped as high as possible to reach the grapes. How many try? He failed. Finally he gives up and went home. Today, thinking to himself that the grapes must have sour anyway. The moral story is nothing comes easy. Do not what you can't have. If you like my performance, please vote for me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Morning, all of you. My name is Sharf Kumar. I read in class 2B. My school name is ST Public School. Rabbit and Crow. Once upon a time, there was a rabbit. He always tried to other animal. He said a crow. Crow was sitting on a tree and doing nothing. He said a crow. Fox him at him. No, moral story: to do nothing, be on top. Good morning, everyone. Respect Director Sir, Director Ma'am, all teacher, my dear friend. My name is Kumkum Bhati. I reading in class 2B. My school name is SD Public School. The Dog and the Bones. Once there was a dog who read the street net and they search of food. One day he found a big juicy bone. He immediately grabbed it in hand. My dog in the bush. Crossed in the river and scanned that point. He put himself talk, but as he opened his mouth and talked, but as he opened his way home, he crossed a river and said, dog with air night, and he went home hungry. Moral of the story: if we lose and other will lose what we already have, just like the great dog. Thank you.
Good morning, all of you. My name is Sakshi Kumari. I read in class 2B. My school name is ST Public School. I am a topic at the dog and the bone. Once there was a dog who with rat the stitched 10 days in search of food. One day he found a big juicy and he immediately grabbed it in his mouth and took it home. On his was home he crossed a river and saw another dog with a bone for himself. But as he opened his mouth, the bone he was billing fell into the river and scanned. That night he went home hungry. Moral of the story: if we always envy others, we lose what we already have. Just greedy dog. Thank you.
Good morning, respected principal, sir, teacher, and my dear friend. My name is Yogansis Karma of class 4A. I am going to narrate a story with good moral. My story name is The Small Bird and Golden Crown. Once in a forest, the small bird who loved the singing. One day, a big bird heard the small bird. The small bird singing. The big bird was jealous. I told the small bird, "Stop singing. You are too small. Your voice is very bad." The small bird was fleet sad but did not stop the singing. She practiced every day. Her voice get better day by day. A king was passing by the forest. He heard the small bird, the beautiful song. He was impressed. He gave the small bird beautiful golden crown. Moral: believe in yourself. Thank you. If you might be like my video, please vote for me. Thank you.
Good morning, respected principal sir and teachers and all my dear friend. I am Jashwija from Standard 4B. I belongs to Aryabhat House. My story title is The Honest Woodcutter. One day, a poor woodcutter was cutting a wood beside a river. His axe fell into the river. He could not take his axe out. The goddess appeared and asked the reason of weeping. The woodcutter tell the whole story. The goddess dived into river and brought golden eggs, but the woodcutter refused to take them. The goddess dived again into river and brought silver eggs, but the woodcutter refused to take them. The goddess dived again into river and brought iron eggs, but the woodcutter took it gladly. The goddess happy and gave more to eggs to the woodcutter. Moral of the story is the honesty is the best policy. Thank you. If you like my video, vote for me.
A very warm and pleasant good morning to everyone. My name is Mansi Maurya from Standard 5th. I am a member of SDPS family as well as Aryabhat House. First of all, thank you so much for giving me a golden opportunity to show myself. I am here for the storytelling competition and my story is about the true friends. Once there were two friends, a squirrel and a puppy. They used to live and play together. The squirrel was very sporty and always won game. One day he started raining heavily. The squirrel was in high spirit. He started doing antics but suddenly lost his balance and fell in the rainwater. The squirrel was He called his friend for help puppy. The puppy came to his rescue. He climbed on its back and reached her safe place. He thanked his friend for saving my life. The moral of this story is friendship does not mean only playing game but each other in trouble. Thank you so much. If you like my video and vote for me.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Uttam Kumar. I read in Standard 5A. I am the member of Aryabhat. I am thankful SDPS for giving me this golden opportunity. Today, I come to tell a story, The Sandy Road. Once upon a time, there was a merchant in a village who wanted to sell his goods in the town. So he go and asked with his mates to go to town with him. Her mates agreed to go to town with him. On the next day, they started their journey. They put their goods in the camel cart. When they traveled very long distance, everybody was very tired and hungry, so they can cook food. When they cook food, everybody ate food and everybody can slept. On the next day, everybody wake up and started their journey. When he traveled very long, everyone was very tired and hungry. When he ate food, the merchant asked, on the next day we will reach the town, so we can throw all the food and water. This was the big mistake of the merchant because on the next day they cannot reach the town. Everyone was very tired and hungry, but they can never give up and they started their journey. After 2 days, they can reach the town and the merchant sell his goods in the town. The moral of the story is we should never give up. If you like my performance, please vote for me.
Good morning, my respected teachers and all my dear friends. I am Khushbu of Standard 5. Thank you for the SDPS for the golden opportunity. I am belong to the Aryabhat. My story name is The Fox and Gap. Once there was a fox who stumbled upon a vineyard. After seeing the round juicy grapes hanging in, the fox stopped, but no matter how high he jumped, he could not reach for it. So he told himself that it was probably and left. That night he had to sleep on an empty stone. Moral of the story: most of us tend to act like the fox when we want something, but it's to take hard work for it. Thank you.
Good morning to respected principal teachers and all my dear friends. I am Adarsh from Standard 5 and thank you to SD Public School for giving me this opportunity. I belongs to Aryabhat House. I am going to narrate a story about a great freedom fighter Bhagat Singh. Bhagat Singh was a young Indian who fought for his country's freedom from British rule. He is born in 1907 in Punjab, India. He grew up in a time when India was under British control. From an early age, Bhagat Singh was passionate about the freedom struggle. He joined a group called the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association (HSRA), which we aimed to end British rule through revolutionary action. In 1929, Bhagat Singh and his friend Batukeshwar Dutt threw a harmless bomb in Legislative Assembly in Delhi. In March 23, 1931, Bhagat Singh was executed by the British authorities. And his one slogan was very famous: Inqilab Jindabad. And I made a most special art.
Good morning to everyone. My name is Ayeshraj from Standard 6A. I belong to Aryabhat House. Today I am telling a story. The title of the story is Who is Happy? Once a crow looked at a swan and thought how beautiful the swan is. She had all white feathers, whereas the crow was black. The crow expressed his thought to the swan. The swan replied, according to her, the parrot is the most beautiful bird as it has two colors. And the swan had just one. Next, the crow approached the parrot, who simply said, the peacock is the most beautiful than him as it has multicolored. And when the crow expressed his thought to the peacock replied, my dear crow, you are the luckiest bird on this planet. Because of my beauty, I am trapped in this cage and you are free. On hearing this, the crow was thought how foolish he had been and thank God for making him the he was. The moral of the story is never compare yourself to other. Thank you. If you like my performance, please vote for me.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Bhavya from SD Public School, Standard 6B. First of all, our house, Aryabhat, first of all, I want to say thank you to my school because they given me this golden opportunity to tell my story in the main stage. So, let's start my story now. The story name is Safe Trees. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Sophia. She lived happily in her village with her parents. They loved taking care of the trees in their village. Every day they would watering the tree and watch them tall, grow and green. Her father was a teacher who always encouraged his student to plant trees. One day, some builder visited their village to contract a factory. Her plan to cut down many trees in her village. When Sophia's father told the builders, please find the other location to the factory. When Sophia and Sophia's friend also joined the effect of saving trees, he convinced the headmaster to find the other location, ensuring the headmaster agree and find other location. When the headmaster awarded the Sophia's father to gift of an honors. Moral: it's our responsibility to save the trees. Trees are most precious things in our environment. So please protect our trees and thank you. If you like my video, please vote for me.
Good morning, everyone. I am Gungun from Standard 8B. I belong to Aryabhat House. Today, I wanted to tell you all a story about our nature. So, the main title of this story is Respect the Nature. So, let's start. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Rosie. She loved exploring forests near her home. On one day, while exploring, she found a beautiful flower that she had never seen before. So, she decided to pick it and bring it home with her. However, as she walked through forest, she started to feel guilty. She came to realize that she had taken something not belonged to her. That flower belonged to forest where and flourished. She returned to where she had picked the flower and gently replanted it in the soil. Rosie gave water and looked after it, and soon it flourished into a beautiful plant. Moral of this story is we should always conserve and protect our nature. Thank you. If you like my performance, so please vote for me.
Good morning, respected teachers and all my dear friends. I am Son Kwan from Standard 8B. I belong to Aryabhat House. Thanks to SD Public School for giving me this golden opportunity. First of all, I am going to tell you a story. The story name is The Power of Respect. Once there was a young girl named Maya who lived in a small town. She believed in power of take respect and give respect. Once there was a young She treated everyone she met with kindness and respect. One day Maya met someone, a grumpy old man, who was always rude to others. Maya continued to treat him with kindness and respect. Gradually, the old man's behavior changed. He realized the impact of Maya's respectful attitudes and began treating to other kindness as well as. The moral of the story is this story reminds us that kindness and respect change the people for living good life. If you like my video, please vote me.
Good morning to all of you. Myself Aditya Singh from Standard 8A. I belong to Aryabhat House. My story name is Hard Work is the Key of Success. Let's start my story. In a faraway village lives a hard-working farmer who has grape field. Year after year, his grapery gives rich harvest, and the farmer becomes very successful. He has 3 sons who were young and energetic, but never bothered to work. As the farmer grows older, he worries about his son's future. Then he falls ill and realized his death is fast approaching, called his son and told them, Dear son, I bid goodbye to you, but I want to share a secret to you. He told them there was a treasure under the ground, big entire field after my death. The old farmer died, and the son begins to perform the last rites. They dig entire field for found the treasure but found nothing. The moral of the story is hard work is a play of a dream not become a magic. Thank you, and if you like my performance, vote for me.
Hello and a very good morning to all of you. I'm Arpita Singh from Standard 9th B.
And I'm Anushka Kumari from Standard 9B.
I am Suman Kumari from Standard 9.
And we are here to tell you about the story The Fisherman and His Greedy Wife. In this story, we have to see that how a poor fisherman meet with a magical fish and how his wife make the greedy demands to fulfill her all needs. In this story, I'm the greedy wife.
And I'm the poor fisherman.
And I am a magical fish.
So let's start the story.
Once upon a time, there was a fisherman who lived with his wife in a small house by the sea. They were very poor. One day, the fisherman went to the sea.
He went to get some fishes for dinner, but after many hours, he got nothing. Then in the evening, he got a big fat fish.
Please, please, don't kill me. Tell me what you want. I will give it you.
The fisherman put the fish back into the sea. He went home and told his wife about the fish.
Husband, I don't like this old house. Go back to the fish and tell her to give me a new house.
Magic fish, can you hear me?
Yes. Tell me what you want.
My wife want a new house.
Okay. Go back. She already has it.
The fisherman went home. He see that his wife was in a new nice house and there were flowers in the yard and she is very happy.
But that night, she didn't sleep well. She kept thinking what could make her happy. In the morning, she was already waiting her husband at the dining table.
Good morning, husband. Listen, this is not enough for us. Now I want a big palace and want to be a queen.
What? Why do you want to become a queen? This is enough for us.
Let me decide that. Go to the fish and tell her to make me a queen.
Oh, magical fish, can you hear me?
Yes, tell me.
My wife is not happy.
But why?
She wants a palace and she wants to become a queen.
Go home. Your wife have a new and beautiful palace. She is a queen of this palace.
The fisherman went home. He see that his wife was in a big palace and she wearing a beautiful and expensive dress.
Are you happy now?
Yeah.
But the next morning it's rain. The fisherman wife said,
Husband, I don't like rain. Go to the fish and tell her to stop the rain.
Oh, again?
Yeah, any problem?
Oh, magical fish, help me. My wife's still not happy. She want to stop the rain.
Enough. Your wife is too much ask. So now this is nothing.
Husband, I'm so sorry. All the magics are gone because of me. It's my fault. I'm so sorry, please.
You had so much greed, you never had patience, and you were never satisfied. Now all our goods are gone because of you.
So the moral of the story is that
Greed is not good for human.
Thank you.
Respected teachers and all my dear friends, a very warm good morning to all of you. I am Aradhna Kumari from standard 10th A. Today I feel very happy and ecstatic to have been selected for this golden opportunity. Let's start the story, don't wasting the time. The title of my story is The Thief's Story, which is written by a famous writer Ruskin Bond. This story starts with the character of Hari Singh. Hari Singh was a 15-year-old boy. He was an expert thief. He changed his name from place to place to avoid himself from police and old employees. And Anil was a casual writer. He did not earn much more money, so Hari Singh agreed to work in his house only for food. In the next morning, Hari Singh made tea for Anil and then goes to the market to buy out daily purchases. He get a profit of 1 rupee out of these purchases. One day, Hari Singh saw that Anil come with a bundle of notes with him, and his evil spirit aroused his mind, and he decided to rob the Anil that night. After Anil taking the dinner and buried this money under his mattress and went into the sleep. Then Hari saw that Anil was going to sleep. Then he slowly went into his room and taken out the money from his mattress and went into the railway station to catch the train for Lucknow. But he missed the train and walked around the bazaars. And suddenly the rain was starting and he drenched from head to toe. He felt bored. Then he suddenly imagined Anil. He think how sad Anil would be when he find that his money had been stolen. His inner voice made him restless. He did not want to cheat the simple, kind man like Anil, who had trusted him very much. Moreover, Anil also promised him to teach how to write, how to read, and add and subtract forever. This could change his life. And Hari realized his mistake. Then he again went into his house and took the money as it was. Then in the next morning, Anil saw that his bundle of notes was drenched. But he also knew that Hari Singh attempted the thief, but he never called the police because he realized if the person want to change, then why I not cooperating? Instead of this, Anil gave a 50 rupees notes to Hari Singh and told them they paid them regularly. The moral of this story is that the human value and relation are important part of our life. Such values can change the person too. Thank you for your cooperation.
This is Nisha. I am Nisha from class standard 10A. I am going to tell you a story about a young seeker to fly for the first time. He was scared to fly for the first time. He worried that was air in the sky, but the young seagull can't gather the courage to fly. His sibling, despite having smaller being, bravely flew in the open sky, but the young bird can't gather the courage to fly. Her parent scolded and warned him if he didn't fly, he got any food for. He warned his parents. He said he had go hungry if he didn't fly. The young bird can't listen. Just watch his parents to teach his siblings to how to catch the fish and glide over the waves. One day the family teach young seagull. The young seagull that he was scared to fly, being brave in challenging. And he tried to gather his mother's for it. He could eat. Was scared, and he eagerly landed to grab it. And he would think that he thank that his foot is, he tried to out can dare fly, but don't fly. First, take his first flight. Moral of this story is that this story was that important how to listen strength and conquer fear. Thank you.
Good morning, respected teachers and my dear friends. Today I am Manisha Kumari from Standard 10th. Today I am feeling very glad because I have got a good opportunity to tell a story which help us to develop our presentations skills. The title of my story, The Midnight Visitor, written by Robert Arthur. This story about a secret agent named Ozebel. Ozebel was staying in French hotel with young and romantic writer named Fowler. Fowler was very disappointed to see because he had just imagined to him. Ozebel's room was at top and sixth floor of the room. When they entered in the room and switched on the light, there he found a man handed a pistol named Max. It was very authentic tale of the day for Fowler. Max said that he had come there to snatch the report for him.